What's going on, you guys? This is Cooked Vegetables back in here with yet another podcast for y'all. How's everybody doing, man? I hope you are doing absolutely amazing wherever you are in the world. So, the title of today's podcast is going to be Major Insights Gained on the SR or Semen Retention Journey. Following the path of SR or masculine purity has a way of cleansing your bodily vessel over time. As your bodily temple gets gradually cleansed, your mind starts to operate on an elevated level, assuming you aren't still poisoning yourself with rubbish food, sugary drinks, alcohol, etc. As your mind starts operating at a higher clip, you start to see things very, very clearly. Things that once seemed appealing when you were mired in sex addiction now seem revolting. Women that you were attracted to now come across as annoying and maybe even disgusting. Even some of your most deeply held belief systems now seem silly and clearly unsustainable. As a result of the clearer state of mind that the retainer attains along his journey, he becomes more insightful. Allow me to share some of the major insights I have attained through my own journey on this sacred path. First, most of modern society, circa 2024, is an absolute inversion of natural law. Being a consistent Kuma gradually lulls you into a deep waking sleep, which makes you easier to manipulate and trick into all sorts of terrible situations that will make your life an absolute living hell. When you finally wake up to the rubbish, you will start to see that society often follows rules that are the exact opposite of what is actually sustainable. They try very hard to convince us that right is left, up is down, good is bad, etc. This was the insight that shocked me the most when I was waking up. As shocked as I was even more incredulous as to how I hadn't spotted this sooner in my life. With how backward society has become, one could reasonably say that you may actually be better off doing the exact opposite of whatever becomes mainstream, while using your discernment to judge on a case-by-case basis, of course. This is often a much better long-term option than whatever the mainstream media or social influencers are trying to get you to do until mankind becomes virtuous again. Next, you will receive respect in direct proportion to the amount of respect you give to yourself. Most of us have noticed the increased societal respect that comes along with the SR journey. As a Kumar, I used to get shit on by everybody with seemingly no consequences. As a retainer, I started noticing that if someone tried anything disrespectful, that person would get a giant clap back from the Most High without me even having to lift a finger or utter a word. I truly believe that the reason for this increase in respect is because I had increased my levels of self-respect by ending my sexual self-abuse. As I increased my self-respect by quitting PMO and pointless sex, I was unwittingly demanding the same level of respect from my surroundings. Now, respect from others and even a slight bit of fear seem to follow me wherever I go, even though I'm naturally a very quiet man. Next, a man should prioritize connection with the divine and his purpose, not women. As a man, God, or the Most High, should always be the ultimate priority. He is the only one who won't leave your side when you are going through challenges. He is the only one who will provide for you when all seems lost. He is the only one who will never, ever, ever do you dirty. Now, please understand that as a loving father, he will sometimes allow you to go through rough patches in your life. These rough patches are not there just to make you miserable. Rather, these rough patches are there to fill you with wisdom and impart steely strength into your character. Just know that he won't ever forsake you even in those darkest of times. No matter what, your relationship with your Creator and your mission in life should be the utmost priority, and women should be a byproduct of that. If you ever get involved with a woman who starts complaining about this, sit her down and respectfully explain this to her in a calm and empathetic tone. If she keeps pushing to be number one, even after you've explained this to her, you must remove her from your life as soon as possible. By constantly pushing to be the most important thing in your life, she is telling you that she knows nothing of natural law. It is only a matter of time until this sort of woman will bring chaos and confusion into your life, which will derail you from your mission. Next, your internal energy determines your bank balance. As I retained my seed and cleaned up my life, I started to see a positive change in my physical wealth. The more I retained, the more I got paid for the same amount of work. At first, I thought this was a coincidence, but a few relapses during the early part of my journey made this unmistakably clear. As soon as I relapsed, the new job or opportunity that I had just obtained due to my chastity would suddenly go away. When I got a decent streak going again, the money or opportunity would somehow find a way to mysteriously return to me. I know it seems strange, but I have found this to be absolutely true, all other things being equal. Next, sex is a very powerful spiritual act and must be treated with the utmost care, respect, and consideration. Before I found retention, I viewed sex as a source of pleasure that I could indulge in as much as I wanted. I masturbated frequently. I tried to get whatever decent-looking girl I could find to have sex with me. I was blind to the remarkable gift of the spirit matter in my loins and frequently wasted it to porn and pointless sex with women I didn't even like or respect. I know, guys, embarrassing. This carelessness eventually led me down to the realm of demons, with soul ties to various dark women and in the very depths of despair. As I learned the error of my ways and gradually reversed course, my life started to shine again. I became more successful, more protected, better respected, and more confident. No matter how much people want to tell you sperm is disposable and cheap, do not believe them. There is no way that intelligent and capable men such as yourselves could possibly believe that the very thing within us that is capable of summoning souls to this realm is somehow cheap and disposable. I mean, what in the actual fuck? Do they really think we're that dumb? I guess so. Till next time, brothers, Godspeed and remain blessed. Brother Cooked.